At Mother's Day forecast already. I'm so excited about this segment because we're talking about, obviously, the month of May is upon us, and May is National Walking Month. There are, of course, lots of health benefits to walking itself. Dr. Michael Swank with Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, you're here this morning to really tell us. First of all, I totally jumped at the opportunity to be able to talk about walking because, as we were just talking about during the commercial break, that is my one and only form of exercise, and it does seem to really kind of check all of the boxes, or at least a lot of them, when it comes to getting that exercise in. What are some of the benefits?
Yeah, benefits. Thank you very much for allowing me here. But the benefits of walking are many, but the major ones, first of all, it improves your mood, it improves your strength, it improves your cardiovascular health, it improves your immunity, and it improves your weight control or weight management. So those are the main things that it improves.
Sure.
And then, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, is there a type of way of, that you would recommend people to get motivated to walk? Because we were saying, I walk with my mom, right? So we're like two chatty Cathys, talking throughout the entire thing. But, if people want to get motivated to walk on their own, what are some of the ways? Is it just kind of getting into a habit?
It is, but one of the things I think people always understand the why, and walking, the single biggest investment you can ever make is in your own health.
Sure.
And so the single biggest thing you can do to invest in your health is actually walking.
Right.
It has the highest return on investment, the best dividends of any single activity you can do.
Wow.
So if you start with that as a concept anyway, then you can try to figure out how to actually implement it, because it's like the Nike commercial, just doing it.
Yes.
Is what you need to do. Not that easy to get people started.
And I get it. Is there kind of like a sweet spot in terms of the duration of the walk? Is it best, so I know that they say at least 20 minutes a day, but is it better to get closer to like an hour, or is it just kind of each person their own?
Well, most of the data the medical data is really on about 30 minutes of exercise, and government data is 30 minutes 5 days a week as a minimum. I just generally tell people do it every day, because when you think you're going to do it 5 days a week, you end up doing it 2 or 3. So walk every day, and if you miss, you might hit 5 days a week. But 30 minutes is kind of the sweet spot for most of the major health benefits. Ideally, it's 30 minutes at one time, but in my world, people have painful joints, so getting to up to 30 minutes can be the problem. And so I always tell people, start with 5-minute chunks.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly.
5-minute chunks.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast, as they say. Okay, so let's talk about, because Frank and I were actually discussing walking sticks the other day, because I did not know really anything about them, and you brought them here for us. So what are these used for? Because for me, I was kind of associating them with people hiking, but this is just for walking?
Yeah, correct. Okay. So they really started in the hiking literature, right?
Yeah.
And they're different than a cane because you hold them differently.
Okay.
When people walk with a cane, they tend to walk forward. But these are really designed, they're really designed to use two kind of, some people think of them like ski poles. These are some ones that...
Oh, so they're adjustable?
These are adjustable. And you adjust them to kind of hand height. And the way to think about them is to use them primarily for balance. Because I'm an orthopedic surgeon, does hip and knee replacements, I have to get people who have painful conditions to walk, and they really help offload that. And the way you can kind of think about it is like a touch point. You don't have to motor back and forth like cross-country skiing, but you use them for balance to offload. What we're doing is offload painful joints, right? But they really are for backpacks. They started where offloading the weight of a pack. That's what it was doing. Well, if you've got a sore muscle or you're just getting started and you're not very fit, it will also offload the weight of your body as well.
Learn something new every day. Okay, because I had no idea. And tell us what's going on with Walk 30. Is that what it is? What's that?
Yeah, so Walk 30 is the 30 minutes, right? But it initially started with the concept as a physician. I realized that, or had an insight, that if I could get all my patients and their family members to walk 30 minutes a day, my impact as a healthcare provider would be far greater than all the hips and knees I could ever do. And so that's where it started from. It started as a post-operative regimen to get people back to walking so that once they did the replacement, they could move on with their life.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. It makes sense. And where can folks find more information about you guys and all the work that you do?
Well, I'm a partner of Beacon Orthopedics, so you can go to Beacon Orthopedics. I also have a website, michaelswankmd.com.
Awesome.
There's also a Walk 30 website, really
Got all
for,
sorts.
yeah.
All right,
So-
thank you so much,
You're
Doctor. I
welcome.
appreciate it. Now I know what walking sticks do, Ethan. I had no idea. Learned something new. Okay, Ethan, though, if you want to get out for a walk, this is actually like my